I think that's the thing with the All Blacks, they've still got that foundation that kind of, they have a very good ability of being able to read a game while it's happening.
Absolutely.
So
they can
at
adjust really
halftime,
quickly.
they would have gone, right, we're only 6 points up. Let's pour on the pressure early on in the second half. Of course, Savia ended up with that yellow card, although that was from kind of back-to-back infringements in the first half with Papali, and also I think it was a Kirioani who may have given away the other one there. So he was kind of the unlucky man who ended up getting the card for what had already kind of transpired earlier on. But then from there, I mean, we saw it. They had a yellow card and they still were able to get more points in that 10 minutes than the Wallabies. I mean, that Damian McKenzie kick from 58 out, I know that the line out didn't go the way of Pioneer
You saw me move and you thought I was about to respond.
But it's one of the...
Because I got a question.
All right, far away.
No, that's funny that you noticed that because I was about to say something. What I was going to say was, what do you think that game? How do you think that game finishes if that line out goes to plan?
I think the All Blacks would be on the back foot going into the kind of next 9 minutes of that yellow card. But I think after that, I think we still would have seen a lot of the same thing as in terms of the Wallabies at some stage making that crucial mistake and then the All Blacks being able to do what they did best. And that was like Will Jordan, we hardly saw in that first half. And second half, once the ball touched him, you knew that he was going to score a try. It just seems inevitable with that man. 6 test caps and he's already got 10 tries for the All Blacks, which is, it's a bit high.
Look, I know we've gone over this and we'll probably end the Bledisloe Game 2 convo kind of here, but I just think that it was just so demoralising to lose that line out and then to give away a penalty. And I think the Wallabies, their heads went down then. I think their heads went down from that. I think you give them that line out, they score that try, they go up by 1 and still have 9 minutes left of the yellow card.
Does that kick go over from Noah Lolesio? I know you're a bit of a...
it's a good question. No, it's a good question. It's a good question. Noah Lolesio.
I felt bad for the man because they put up his kicking stats from the last game before he lined up the first one. It was 29% kicking accuracy.
Fair enough, buddy. Criticise him. I wanted to be criticised.
And then he missed that next kick, unfortunately. I feel bad because he played well, I thought, overall. In that first game, other than the kicking game, he actually, his little chip kicks and grubbers, like that one that he did through the line and Tom Banks was able to score it. Like, he's got decent vision, except when it comes to a cutout pass. But other than that, it's one of those ones. I feel like, how far away is O'Connor from injury returning?
I'm not too sure, but I want him back now. And I want him back, when he comes back, I want him back 3 weeks ago.
From that list of those players from the Ghetto Law as well, who are you saying you'd love to see back?
In regards to kicking, Bernard Foley can kick, can't he?
I believe so. And also...
Bernard Foley kicked for us in London, I think, when we were playing.
There's some decent names on that list as well. Christian Lealiafano.
Lealiafano, yeah.
And also, Quade Cooper, I don't know how much you'd back him at 10. He is already training.
I don't know how much you'd back him in general, but, he's still probably take him as a kicker at the moment. To be fair, looking at that list, you'd be looking at Bernard Foley as your kicker there. But in the same sense, it's just always comes down to the kicking for Australia. It really does. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think that's
also, one last little point.
Yeah.
Do you think if you've got Matt Tomoe at 12, he should be the one doing the kicking?
I don't,
because he does the kicking for the Rebels and has a pretty good success rate there.
Mate, I don't care who kicks at this point. I don't care if we get Dave Rennie coming down to the field to kick the goddamn ball for Australia. All I care is that we get the ball through the goddamn post. Oh, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. I don't care if we get the ball boy. I don't care if we get, just a random kid from the bloody streets of Sydney. I don't care, right? He can't go there right now because he's currently in lockdown. But, I don't care who takes the kicks, mate. If Taniela Tupou thinks that he's a good kicker, mate, be my guest. Get up there, lace your boots up and take a shot because
head strike at 70 metres with the thighs on that man.
No,
surely.
Man, I tell you.
Bloody, give it some.
I think that should do us for. We've spoken plenty about that game. I think we can move on now with speaking about Taniela Tupou as a kicker. I think that's definitely your time to move on.